Good morning, everyone that is watching here on JCTV Africa. Welcome, wherever you are. Whether you're in UK, you are in Zimbabwe, you're in South Africa, you're in Botswana, Namibia, Mozambique, wherever you're watching us from. It's a good morning. To some, it's evening. To some, it's still in the afternoon. Whatever time zone that you are in, it's a warm welcome here to your channel of choice on JCTV Africa, #1 political analyst in Zimbabwe that gives you analysis with no fear or favor. So today we are looking at the story of Joseph Chinotimba. Joseph Chinotimba is in hot water because of what he said. He has been summoned to come and answer for the way how he said things on the video that I'm going to play you. And first of all, I'm going to talk to you about what I think, what he said, and what he did before. And then I'm also going to ask for your comments and your thoughts in this. So it's going to be a small broadcast, but we're going to pack it with a lot of stuff. So now let me just play you the video where Joseph Chinotimba is allegedly derogating or saying derogatory words, to his senior, who is none other than the president of the party, Emmerson D. Mnangagwa. Let's see here. All right. I don't want to play the video in its entirety because I want to give you a perspective. First of all, Joseph Chinotimba, for him to be there, he used violence. And I'm going to play a video that I once played in one of my the videos that I uploaded. Let's just play this video for you so that you can see what I'm talking about and the story of Joseph Chinotimba in Buhera. Just a minute. Right, there you go. That is the story of Joseph Chinotimba on how he was in. All right, sorry about those adverts. Just gonna allow them to run. All right.
2008, Chinotimba and 4 men drove to Misuse village in Manikaland. They were looking for the MDC agent whose name was Mupango Chokuse. Mupango was chairman of the MDC under Ward 27 and had also been mobilizing for the election of Nemadziva Naison. In that election, Chinotimba lost to Nyson narrowly by about 1,000 votes. So Nyson got about 8,800 votes and Chinotimba got about 7,800 votes. Chinotimba was angry with the villagers for voting for Nyson and decided to take revenge. When Chinotimba arrived, the villagers scattered from their homes and ran into the mountains. However, Mupango was too late and only managed to run as far as his neighbor's homestead, where he hid in the toilets. Chinotimba parked his car at a distance and asked the 4 men in his car to go out and look for Mupango. They looked everywhere, including the neighbors' houses, and could not find Mupango. However, as they were walking out, one of the men decided to check the toilets and found Mupango hiding in the toilets. He shouted to the other men to come, and immediately they started to cut him up with axes, knives, iron bars, and other sharp objects. When Mupango lost consciousness, they took him into a wheelbarrow and pushed him to where Chinotimba was. Chinotimba tried to ask him questions, but Mupango was already unconscious. According to witnesses who were there, Chinotimba was very angry and said, "Why did this pig die?" before he could give me the answers that I wanted. Seeing how bad Mupango was, Chinotimba put him into his car and drove him to the local clinic. However, by the time they arrived at the clinic, Mupango was already dead. Chinotimba then drove the body straight to Bechnoff Bridge mortuary, where the body was kept for over 4 months. The reason being that every time they tried to take the body out, they would find Mupango sitting in the mortuary, making the MTC slogan and screaming, "Go and ask Chinotimba to tell me why he killed me." And this went on for 4 months. At other times, when they tried to take the body, they will find other bodies scattered on the floor. This story you can find on the internet.
Right. This is the story being narrated by my brother, Pardon Gambakwe. That was back in 2019, giving a narration of how Chinotimba rose into power in this Manicaland constituency. So, what then happened 2013 and 2018 eventually. So, you can see the demeanor that Chinotimba has in his tone when he's talking to the people. He's talking in a way of saying, "I deserve this post." The same way how Gambakwe is narrating that this man was saying that I deserve this post, So what I'm trying to say here is, if you listen to what Chinotimba is saying, that I deserve, who deserve to be this to be on this post, is the same mantra that ZANU-PF uses in any places that, if you remember, even Robert Mugabe used to say that, "Is there anyone who can do like what I can do?" He believes that he has got the monopoly of power, or they have got the monopoly of being the MP for life. Remember, this is the same MP that was there in 2008. He still wants to be on the same post this time around. This is the same thinking of that they have, that we cannot be removed. So now he has been summoned, and there is a letter that has been written by the youth, and including one of the spokesperson of the party, I think Dr. Mike Beamer, and this is what has been said. Let me just, I'm trying to zoom in here. It's a little bit unclear, but just for time's sake, if you go on Watching on this page, you'll find this is Zimbabwe Revolutionary and Patriotic Youth Network, Ziparayoni. Okay, but you can see the signatures that are then affixed on this letter. They include Comrade Mike Bima, the National Political Commissar, right? And then you have Mr. Matuke, National Security, P. Madiro, and all these people. They are asking Chinotimba to say he said Iwe Mnangagwa or something like that. So what I'm trying to say here is that Chinotimba, he has that feeling that he deserves to be in that place because akadonza magets, or he brought magets in that place. You know, rural electrification, it's not something that you can not say, no, I did this, because every citizen deserve all that. The ones that are in the town and the ones that are in rural areas, they deserve to have electricity. It is a basic human right that people must have. It's not something that an MP should gloat about and say, I did this, I did this. So that is number one. Then number two problem that I have with Chinotimba is using the Bible to refer to himself. This is total blasphemy of the word of God. I don't know where people get their guts to just jump into the Bible and they start to quote scriptures and they start to make themselves part of the scriptures. This kind of disrespect to the word of God is totally unacceptable. From me personally, I don't think it deserves any pity, any iota of pity from me, because of him blaspheming the word of God. There are people that are here that they don't believe in the Bible, but I want to paint a picture. This is the book that people use when they are being sworn in the parliament. This is the same book that they use when people are getting into when they are getting married. They use the same book. And also, if you are someone who believes in African tradition, there are places where you do not say things because they say those places no era. You don't just say things. Why is it that people find pleasure in opening the Bible and just put themselves in there? If they have places which they say these places no era, or even when they want to mine gold or mine whatever they want to do any mining, they go and do what are called ritual rites in any places. It's happening in Zimbabwe. Like I remember this Sunday, they said that there were ritual rites that were done at Kunzi Dam for them to find water and all of that. They have that respect for that area, but they cannot find any iota of respect to the Bible. They want to put themselves there. So from me, as somebody who believes in the Bible, Chinotimba does not deserve any of my respect. He does not deserve any of my pity, because he is blaspheming God using the Bible. Whatever cases that he has with Mr. Mnangagwa, the president, notwithstanding, that he has to be sorted out by his party. But as for him denigrating the word of God and putting himself there and personalizing the word of God and thinking that it is a party tool, it is a campaign tool that he can use in order to cajole people to follow him, for me, it is unacceptable and it should not be tolerated. But then, what do you think about Chinotimba? I personally, in the 2000, 2004, 2005, I used to sell in town. And I would see Joseph Chinotimba driving around town, terrorizing people, confiscating their stuff in the city council. Chinotimba has caused so much mayhem and pain in the lives of Zimbabweans. And for that alone, and not apologizing, and for the killing of Mpango Chokuse, according to the video that we have seen, this story is not of my own making. It's there on internet. If you go on internet, if you just type Mpango Chokuse, you'll find this report. It is there. Chinotimba has never faced any jail time, but now he comes and he says he wants our pity. For me, he doesn't deserve anything. Whatever is happening within the ranks of ZANU PF and whatever I did, it's not my concern. But maybe to some of his sympathizers who are in Buhera, maybe you have an iota of respect for him. But as for me, the moment that he touches the Bible, the moment that he did that and tried to intimidate villagers, for me, he lost my respect. Is it not only that you can see that from the report of Gambakwe and from this demeanor that you can see from Chinotimba, he is such a person who is capable of going around terrorizing villagers and telling them that I deserve the vote, I deserve the vote. Is this fair? What do you think? Tell me all that in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. But from myself, this man does not deserve my respect, and I stand by my word, and I will not apologize for that. Anyway, thank you for coming to the show, and thank you for being part of this broadcast. Tell us where you're watching us from. Apologies to those that were waiting to have the interview yesterday. We had a problem of load shedding from my side, and the time when we then had power, this side, Mr. Mandaza didn't have power. So it's very tricky. That's why I prefer to do them on weekends. So I've communicated that to the panelists that we were supposed to have, and they totally understand. But apologies and to everyone that was expecting an interview yesterday. But this is the question that I'm asking. Where was Chinotimba's dignity when he killed Mpango Chokuse in 2008? That's the question that I'm going to leave you with. What do you think about it? From that, I'd like to say thank you so much for watching. Please follow us on these platforms that are displayed on your screen. From me, please have a good day, and hopefully I'll see you later, and stay safe.